Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from your host Imperial Dane. Off here to 2v2 on Alliance of Defiance, and north it is VonManteuffel and HeartlessJaeger. Fighting here for the German army, Deutschland. Here with the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadierdivision with breakthrough. With breakthrough tactics, Panzerfusilier, Sturmoffiziers, Assault Artillery, and the Jagdtiger. We got Spearhead, Storm, and Assault Support in the south. It is FIre&Terror and Ausarthevile fighting here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin. And the 4th Guards Mechanized Corps here with Terror Tactics, Guard Motor, NKVD, Counterattack, Guard Motor, and Combined Arms. A double infantry study for both players. Double Sturmpionier Kuban for VonManteuffel and HeartlessJaeger with double punish even for 2s, likely another Tier 2 Panzer Grenadier rush here. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters. Without them and the invaluable support, the Propagandacaster would not be able to keep doing what it does. So big thanks to all those. Other people can follow their heroic example by pledging on Patreon, or they can donate by PayPal. Links are in the video description. And if you're in the market for pure and communist fee, you can do so by the link in the comments. Use the code CoH2 for 3 years as it's written there, and I get a 15% cut of the sales. That's a nice way to get both the game and support me. And also, comment, like, share, talk about the videos and such there. So, triple conscripts here. You got first skirmish on the east side here by the eastern field point here as engineers clash with pioneers. Machine moving up here for HeartlessJaeger. In the west there, FIre&Terror moving up steadily. Bit more slow approach here for VonManteuffel and the Sturmpionier. We got conscripts there flanking around the pioneers. Machine sitting up here. In the east here, Pionier, there's engineers there. In the center, we got conscript 14 engaging the pioneers there. Sturmpionier looks like they might try and converge on the field point, but now FIre&Terror here is looking to assist his teammate by getting up behind HeartlessJaeger. He, of course, does sort of have 2 machine guns in theory can set up to maybe somewhat stop this due to the geography of the map, but it does require a bit of good timing here, or it may go slightly pear-shaped. And there you go, conscript running away there. Other machines sitting up here. Pioneers being pushed out now here as Alsa goes in for the kill. VonManteuffel is slightly dispatching some force to assist his teammate, but I don't think it's going to be enough here. The Pioneers, in fact, are about to get wiped out. Gonna be a blow there to HeartlessJaeger and the German army. Machine gun sitting up here. Pioneers get wiped out there. Conscript suppressed here. Pioneers protecting these other machines sitting up here. Troops, though, out in the open will be suppressed by the M42 here. And there go, trying to hoorah past it, but there's no hoorahing past an MG42. And the 1200 rounds per minute it can fire off, though it was apparently not too uncommon to actually insert a slightly heavier bolt that lowered the rate of fire of the machine gun. There's a pressed, routed. Panzerfusilier could advance to the center in the west side. You've got Sturmpionier flank up under conscript, supported by the Kubagner. More Panzerfusilier now for VonManteuffel and the German army. South side here, or east side, we got the machine moving further southwards. HeartlessJaeger there, I believe, with the tech on the way there. Yup, can soon start calling in Panzergrenadier. Grab the southern point there. Sturmpionier routed, and for those wondering, Panzerfusilier was just basically an alternate title for Panzer Grenadiers. Those just, well, slightly more fancy, initially part of the Großdeutschland. Other units would steadily also receive the title of Panzerfusilier. Should not be confused with the actual Fusiliers, which were a particular part of the German infantry division. They're sort of part reconnaissance, part elite element of the division. Anyways, Panzerfusilier about to go on, but the conscript sitting up here, more Panzerfusilier moving in there. In the south here, machine gun route here, got cut off guard here by Ausa and the Red Army. Let's commit to the first Third Commander. It is Guard Mode here with the T-35, heavy mortars, Guards, Rifle Infantry, vehicle crew repair training, and the marked vehicle ability. Up north here, conscript 40, Kuban being routed, Sturmpionier, Panzerfusilier flanking in there, trotting away there for VonManteuffel. East side here, front of coming up there under Ausa's Stalinist command. HeartlessJaeger, of course, now torn between assisting his teammate or trying to stem the flow of socialism in the east. First Panzer Grenadier coming up here, though, for HeartlessJaeger. Going for a second one there, thumbs up. I know he has 2 bulletins here to increase the accuracy, but also the expectancy gains. That way, overall, allow him to get overall just better, faster. Machines now being flanked by the conscripts. West side here, intense fighting here between FIre&Terror and VonManteuffel. In the end, though, VonManteuffel comes here. FIre&Terror marks his towards. Pionier is the nearest in the center. Panzer pursuing the conscripts, falls in the back. The machine gun sitting up here. Second Panzer squad over there. Go conscripts in the open, not easy targets here for the machine gun Gewehrs 45. Panzer rushing forward, the conscripts are sent packing across the fields here in the east. We got conscript up at the eastern fuel point, machine gun Gewehrs up to pin them down, and he might then try and flank around, or he just gets out of there, probably figuring what's coming next. Telelines here from HeartlessJaeger. Tech there for FIre&Terror. No commanders yet for HeartlessJaeger or FIre&Terror. We will have to see that. Storm could of course benching, but also for some assault support to buff the Panzerguns with the artillery field officer could be a neat idea here for HeartlessJaeger, for example. West side here, Panzerfusilier, Sturmpineming about there. Bit of repairs on the Kugelwagen. Mechanized regiment here for VonManteuffel and the German army. Perhaps a Lux, perhaps a Puma. Perhaps both of that's typically much rarer in 2v2s because 2v2 as a game mode is just less friendly to light vehicles as a whole. Partly, in good part in fact, just due to the map design. But also just the way the matches tend to progress. It just, a lot of the time leaves less room for light vehicle to really make an impact. Unless, like, you know, they're kind of over the top. Hunters in the south, here's the conscripts. Slowly getting their Dimitri. Half-track on the way there for Ausar, the M5. Continuing forward to Kuba Neveci, 2 Sturmpioniers packing here as VonManteuffel puts up a fierce fight. Might see some G44 for the Panzerfusilier soon. Go, they are on the way, but they might see a coffin before they see those G43s. Nope, actually managed to get them out there. And we also get a Lux here for VonManteuffel, an interesting choice here. Panzerfusiliers, the conscripts, southeast here, another push here by the Panzergrenadier and their Sturmgewehrs, but are met here by Ausar. We actually got a Telemann right there as well. Oh my. That is a pretty spicy position of Telemann, and we do actually get assault support here from HeartlessJaeger. And we do get the artillery field officer. Now, this is where things get interesting. Trying for White Pion, FIre&Terror, but no, gets a bit beyond their models from the Sturmpionier. We'll need to retreat there. Lux is almost there. And there go half-track out here. Will he go for Panzerschrecks? Will he have a Pack 40 on the way there? How does HeartlessJaeger intend to respond there? These probably need to retreat, of course, otherwise the only response they'll have is the dying one. Yeah, officer is a rare choice here. But, I mean, the buff abilities, like the Inspiring Aura, that is actually quite handy, particularly with the high levels of efficiency. It can actually also do some nice buffing to nearby vehicles. Plus, smoke and stuff like that is also just very handy stuff there. So, nice to see that. Of HeartlessJaeger will have, of course, see if can make great use of him. For now, trip enforcing healing. Likely a Pack 40, there we go, to help deal with the anti-aircraft tower attack. And that's also his third bulletin, is the increased production speed. This is definitely one of the more effective bulletins in the game, with the biggest impact. I also see stuff like, for example, increased experience gain are very nice. 10% can some fairly easily stack up there. And stuff like increased accuracy, particularly in units with like higher rate of fire weapons, like the Panzergrenadiers, are also pretty handy since they definitely also benefit a fair decent amount from them. So minesweepers up in case, of course, Ausar has been mining, and typically, if you're up against a good player, you want to assume they're mining the stuffing out of the map, and Ausar is definitely a player I'd call good. Period. Not just a good player. But anyways, Panzerfusilier flanking the conscripts. Looks they're at it, like coming from there for VonManteuffel. East side here, though, nice flank mix up for HeartlessJaeger. Thumbs up. Panzer up there, Cannon also ready here for him. Carpon being hit, going to force some forces to counterattack that. Officer back at base to having himself a nice brandy, perhaps. Panzer loading up here, Panzer pushing at the Carpon, and needs to have to fall back. Of course, worth noting, Ausar doesn't have any minesweepers, so at the same time, like, any moment now, we could risk his. Ooh, looks flanking the attack of traffic. Very nice. That's going to go down then. He is going into overdrive to get out of there. Do we have to shout overdrive and there we go into it? Yes. Official rules from the commissariat. Nice flanking. He's even laying down telemines while flanking about. Crikey. 2 thumbs up there to HeartlessJaeger. That was a really nice setup. They might get some units wiped in retreat. Looks at suffering some engine damage here. Thiessen rushing forwards here for FIre&Terror here. The Panzer there ripping into Ausar's retreating forces. Narrowly avoids hitting the telemines. I mean, he's really been thorough with these telemines, and so far there's just had no luck. And we got an officer as well from VonManteuffel. We get double officers. 2 thumbs up. Now this is where the fun begins. Meanwhile, they're back at base. Outside there, recovering, reconstituting. May want to consider calling in some guardsmen here versus the Germans. Bit surprised I haven't seen them yet. See something up here. He needs some light repairs. Looks being hauled back for repairs as well. Schwere Wehrmachtsschlepper ready there. Bart one in the cover. Punch the hidden carve points, messing with the Soviet income. Or resource income, that is. Field gun there on the way for FIre&Terror. Kronsk is rushing straight into the MD-42.
The enemy is taking our territory.
A mortar firing down there. If not for the heavy mortar, I'd call suggest instantly my piercing round for the heavy mortar bombarding this. Trying to use that right now is pretty much a waste of resources and straight up suicidal. Got the panzer pushing forward here, backed up with the officer. Can't that being caught here. Full street position. Heavy mortar could be exposed to the push from HeartlessJaeger. In the west, FIre&Terror holding up. He will be about to be attacked by the Lux. Leichte Aufklärungspanzer. Got cards from the FIre. FIre&Terror is the only player now without a commander then. As HeartlessJaeger went for the assault support with the artillery field officer, cargo trucks, strafing runs, fragmentation bombs, and the Tiger tank. Unir routed. Panzer's moving about here. Car front being hit by the officer. Could deploy smoke here, for example, since it's free to just corrupt the officer was grabbing the point. Not a half bad idea. And we got a final commander here. It is FIre&Terror with, well, terror tactics. KV-8s, Guards Airborne, FIre Propaganda Artillery, Howitzers, and the R2 Precision Bombing Strike. Guards Airborne arriving here, getting the triple DP light machine gun concussive grenade on them here. But definitely looking to strike a bit, it would appear, of FIre&Terror into the hearts of his opponent there. Guards Airborne, though, I think, need to retreat here. East side here, we got Ausarthevile pushing forwards against the Panzergrenadiere. Guards spawn the push here. Panzers there down to 3 men, but they're close to 2 here. Other squad about to flank in. He could catch here Ausar's men in a bit of an prickly position. Hey, mortar landing close, but not close enough. Northwest here. Again, the use of FIre Propaganda plus the guards, they're completely messed up here. VonManteuffel and has forced them on the retreat here for the most part. Lux is able to push back the T-70 here. Nice work there, and fearless though by VonManteuffel. Panzer moving about here again, flanking around, avoiding the main force, and even hitting the heavy mortar. Clearly catching Ausar off guard there, because you think you're going to engage the main force, but he just relies on just the sheer firepower to hit, you know, Ausar where it hurts the most, in a sense. Obviously, he just recruited, but so that was an interesting move there. Tech there for HeartlessJaeger and the Supremo Corps. In fact, he's going straight for tier 4. Crikey. Not what I'd quite recommend, but oh well. So he's playing Allies, interestingly enough, though, to go no warrant a attempt at it at least. Mechanized Summer Company of Ausarthevile. More Pioneer here for HeartlessJaeger. Nothing yet for FIre&Terror. Guards able naming forts with their triple DP light machine guns, the DP-27. It would be a later upgrade known as the DPM. Modernized version with some small improvements. Fun fact. Guards Airborne charging the officer charging the Guards Airborne. There we go. Popping the diversion ability, which boosts the squad itself. In this case, they already took too much damage, so wouldn't able to really leverage it. West side here, the push forwards here. Center is seeing very little action from either side for now. Another push forwards here. Straight into the T-70 and its waiting gun. Field gun multiplying support here. Sturm Pioneer being ripped apart out in the open here. Not a great push here for VonManteuffel, truth be told. He's taking a lot of damage. Could maybe use the Sturmoffizier to support the assault a bit as well here. Deploy smoke or use force retreat or something like that here. Concussive grenade isn't half bad. Like Kevin going into the T-7. The east side here though. HeartlessJaeger's panzer pushing forward here. Again going straight for the immortal here in a sense. But he's definitely finding a bit of rough going here against Ausarthevile, who's having none of this. Panzer I think will have to fall back here. Engineers there caught in a pretty deadly string of fire here from the MD-42 and the Veteran 2 Panzergrenadier. Getting a wipe there, very decent. The west side here did force back here, FIre&Terror. Mechanized Summer Company up for both players, of course. Ausar probably going to hit him with a T-34 some 6. They could also go for the T-45 and... What? In all of my years of casting and playing Company Heroes 2, this is the first time I've seen a Wehrmacht player build both the Heavy Panzer Corps and the Suprema Corps at the same time. The very first time, I can guarantee you. I have no idea what he's thinking. But this is... yeah. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, I've seen players, of course, go for, like, you know, both of them eventually, but, like, building them at the same time. I don't get it. Heavy mortar barrage called in here by the officer. And he's a fun fact, the Germans had actually used the third heavy mortar as well. In fact, they straight up copied it with a very small set of modifications there. MG4 to the game, basically 2 there, getting gears, guards, push 4 train to the MG42 there as well. Field bombarding here, HeartlessJaeger being punished there for a, quite frankly, reckless machine gun set there in the end. Westwards here, VonManteuffel against the guards here, and the consequence here, we got 5 kills close to 2 there. Orbital then being ripped apart, looks with 13 kills. Slowly approaching Metzny feet. Pioneer there, forcefully charge here for HeartlessJaeger. And that's going to cost him a Pioneer squad again, unless he gets very lucky. Apparently, he does get very lucky. Impressive. And a strange one. There you go. Panzerwehr out here for HeartlessJaeger. Guess he's setting up perhaps here for a fragmentation bomb. Of course, at the right time, a strafing run could also be quite devastating, as it is very good at pinning down large formations. Nice flank here on the west of VonManteuffel, getting behind FIre&Terror's push here at the western field point there, at least towards it. Thumbs up there to VonManteuffel. I guess he's got his schwerer Panzer quarters authorized. Bingo. T-35 there for Ausar. As the FIre&Terror's just going for the T-34 from 6. You got Panzer going straight for the counters here. A lot of Sturmgewehr. Got the officer moving up as well here. One grenade. The geballte Ladung. Diversion, there we go. Oh, doesn't get needed. Let's see who they're gained. As a Luger and a bunch of MP40s there. The officer himself is actually like a pretty decent close quarters unit, in particular when you use the abilities there. Diversion, of course, gives it a nice boost there. Plus, again, the smoke and the various artillery stuff there's also quite handy. In this case, you get coordinated barrage, which can allow you to call in 2 barrages from the Panzerwehr at the same time. If used correctly, pretty handy. There you go, does go for it here. Cheeky. Thumbs up there to HeartlessJaeger. Very nice to see that. And then he calls in smoke as well to fall back here with, it seems. Big push in. I don't think any of the telemines he's laid down here has been spotted or dealt with. Maybe that one in these says, no. Keep moving forward, see. T-34 from 6 rushes straight into the telemine there from HeartlessJaeger. The other one rushes forward, see. Could hit another telemine here. Yes! Pack 40 is no in this range, and he can't really like deal with the tanks, unfortunately. Or if you're the Serb players, very fortunately the Germans have no way of actually like not finishing off the tanks here. Yeah, those telemines definitely paid off at least a bit. They slowed down the initial shock impact here of both Serb players about to him with their tanks. So thumbs up this out of those mines. Mark target in there. Looks in fact being marked for death here by the Red Army. No army yet here for VonManteuffel. We'll have to see what HeartlessJaeger's planning himself. Destroying the field gun here. Looks very close to FIre there. Sturm obviously, in fact, is also getting very close to the ace level, where he gets a Sturmgewehr himself and some nice bonuses. Got the Panzers with the field gun. In fact, it was not uncommon for German squad leaders to be equipped with either an MP40 or a Sturmgewehr a lot of the time. In like an average German infantry squads there. Anyways, Panzer being caught catching the conscripts, got Vetchi 3 on them. Sturmgeschoss 3 ausführen der HeartlessJaeger. Thumbs up. Panzer push forward to the guardsmen there. On the east side, we got the T-35. They're taking hit from the Panzer Bekanone 46 straight for the frontal armor. Maschinengewehr there routed. Stug halfway done. West side, we got the T-34 from 6 rushing straight into the Raketenabwehr. Crashing right past them, but there you go. Forgot about the Panzerverteidiger, a damaged engine in for the T-34, and more crucially though, he doesn't have anything within range to like bail out his tank here. So, looking less great here for FIre&Terror's T-34 from 6. This guard's airborne for that matter all the way back here. Could match some conscripts with them to get them back to the fight faster. Fine, or also holding up these fairly well there. Bit short in infantry, perhaps could consider some more guardsmen. Maybe some other support weapons. As for HeartlessJaeger, his Sturmgeschütz 3 Eisfilm has arrived. Thumbs up to that. Both Panzer Escorts are actually free, though one's about to get wiped out. His officers got a bit more to close to hit that veteran free there. Round Western Point. Another guard squad there for Ausarthevile and the Red Army. Thumbs up to that. Katyusha rocket launcher as well. What will FIre&Terror commit to is, of course, the bigger question. Got the Guards Airborne as the looks. Not particularly engaged with the Guards Airborne. Panzer barrage there with another barrage. Straight to the center there. Conscripts under Ausar's command there being ripped apart. Body parts flying over the place there. Officer Puny here is the Guardsman in the east here. T-55 is the Panzergrenadier there. Though without any sort of major support, they will have to retreat. And the Stuke is... oh, it's arriving there now alongside a Pack 40 here. Good shot on the T-35. Artillery here. This time I think from the officer actually. 10 kills, veterans who won. Certainly a extra bit there from being able to use the Panzerwaffe twice as much. He's also able to get more killed faster and just experience faster. So there's some neat synergies there between the artillery field officer and a Panzerwaffe. And certainly part of me would suggest if you are going to go for a Panzerwaffe, you kind of want a commander with access to the artillery field officer because again, they synergize really well. So anyways, enough about that. West side here, we got VonManteuffel pushing forwards here for the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier 2nd Panzergrenadier Company. Supported by the 3rd Panzergrenadier Company. Counter-4 there for VonManteuffel. We're starting to get the impression of setting up for something bigger. As for HeartlessJaeger, who go for another Stuke. You could also go for a Panther. You could go for like a Tiger tank, I guess. Though, if he's going to go for something bigger, part of me would suggest the Ober Blitz there for some extra resources. Sturmpioneer being caught here by the Council of the Guardsmen. Also holding up here with his Sturmgewehr. Machine gun up, they're backed up by the Panzergrenadier. There you go, Katyusha barrage off here against the machine gun. And the retreating Panzergrenadiers now. Kinda got lucky with that one there, Mr. HeartlessJaeger. Did kinda get lucky to tell mine though, not so lucky. That's lucky for the Soviets. But there you go, Panzer barrage off here. Wipes out engineer squad there, leaving Ausar with no engineers left. We got 21 kills, close to 82. Again, strong synergies between these two units. Strong synergies. Storms are flanking up behind the Guardsmen. They will have to retreat immediately. And then they might just be too late. T-34 arriving on the scene here. Still gets the wipe on the Guardsman there. So it's definitely having a bit of a tough time here again. Also, they're definitely having some rather heavy losses. You've got the T-34 straight up the center. Got looks here with 19 kills, virtually 4 there. A mortar there with 7 kills, half HP2. Sturmgeschütz swinging in to assist VonManteuffel there. Machine gun setting up, Panzergrenadier off, machine gun up here on the east side here, going to grab back that field point. Field gun here for FIre&Terror and the Red Army. Katyusha moving up, here ready to fire barrage soon enough, but there you go. 2 ace level Panzergrenadier escorts there, with 2 bullets, particularly in the active bonus, really can rip through an infantry swiftly, even on a retreat here. That's definitely a bit dangerous there for Ausar's Guardsmen. And there you go, get Baldeladung there. Close one there. Not a bad throw there by HeartlessJaeger at all. Officer still busy at it. 8 kills, very close, 53. Can call in a barrage here, though I think at this point he may want to retreat before doing that. Oh dear, he's going to get wiped, I think. Nope, didn't, but we did get another Panther barrage here, but this time completely whiffs. Hits nothing but dirt. And maybe the ghost of Trotsky. T-34 from 65 of the vial. Machine being hammered here by the field gun. And a Katyusha barrage as well. They're almost wiping out their HeartlessJaeger's machine gun gewehr, but it does get away there in the nick of time. West side here looks to be threatening here the western flank of FIre&Terror's forces. We got the conscripts making run for it here with an anti-tank grenade. T-34 from 6 there for Ausar. No 85s this time around. He just needs tanks, and he needs them fast. Stuttgart's a first here for VonManteuffel. More rocket artillery for the Germans, of course, unlike the Panzerwerfer. He's got nothing to, like, you know, so say squeeze a few extra volleys out of it. Good shot in the Stutt there with the field gun. Nice out in the Pioneers, but they do surprisingly survive that. Do surprise to survive that. 150, 415. We got the Panzer taking our city from the field gun. We got Conscript Sturmpeony clashing out here. Looks supporting. Very, very close to the east level here. Panzer rolling forwards here for HeartlessJaeger. 17 and 22 kills. Stuttgart was barraged there, raining down death, but missing most of the FIre&Terror's forces there. He's got another T-3045, or 76 incoming. Meanwhile, we got here Alsace just standing at the ready. Could try and rush the Panzerwerfer now. He was aware of the position. Isn't though. Lucky for HeartlessJaeger, and we do get assault artillery now here from VonManteuffel. Does get the Sturmpeony wiped. Small win there. Try and take out the Katyusha. And Ausa is able to salvage it before it gets wiped. Another conscript there for Ausa. No guardsmen. FIre&Terror's second T-34 from 6 has arrived. Western fuel point could theoretically be open for a push here. Of course, the ambush Raketenwerfers obviously pose a problem there for FIre&Terror's armor. More to their half-H of HT3. HeartlessJaeger there does appear to be perhaps planning something bigger here than the Stoke. He's got all the fuel for a Tiger tank now. He just needs the manpower. Which is about short feet. Guess he wants to take out the pack. Does succeed in doing so. But there's still the machine gun in the way. Question, of course, is how effective that was. On the west side here, the FIre&Terror makes a much deeper push here against VonManteuffel. And there go catch the Raketenwerfers off guard, forcing both to retreat here. And suddenly, the entire left side comes apart here. Like a poorly put together door. Sturmovs have been caught here, 31 killed so far. Being bodied here by FIre&Terror's 2 T-34s from 6s. Routing the fascists with violent ease. In the east side, the mission team with the field point against Sturmgeschütz being about here, 2 kills, veterans he won. Back here at base for HeartlessJaeger, not much happening, as again I imagine he's just setting up for that Tiger tank, or a Panther I suppose. Western mixed point sees we've got the Panther 4 and the looks at it. Field coming up here, though taking a fair bit of fire out in the open. Keep moving westwards again, even just trying to grab the center. Filming up to engage the Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausarthevile. Under the barrage there. Almost got the conscripts, but the barrage was a bit off there, I think. Or perhaps he was misclicked, I don't know. Anyways. Sadly, no more flanks around the east side here from HeartlessJaeger. For that matter, no attempt from that from Ausarthevile either. Field gun getting focused on the machine gun. Thumbs up, that's HeartlessJaeger. But in the return, almost gets the MD-42. That obviously would have been best if we could actually wipe it out there. East level officer bar, there we go. Panzer barrage. Just in case the machine gun didn't do the job there. Unsurprisingly, HeartlessJaeger wants that field gun gone. Stu gaining Betsy 2 there. Schützen at it. Thumbs up. Got the T-34s from 6. Pack 40 there being flanked out here. Really good push here by FIre&Terror. I think you realize there's a flaw here in the German setup here. And basically could flank right up behind HeartlessJaeger. HeartlessJaeger did try to get through the end line, take down the Katyusha with the Stuck. Ends up losing that as well. So quite a few heavier blows here to HeartlessJaeger. Nice flank there by FIre&Terror. Exploited a bit of a gap there between VonManteuffel and HeartlessJaeger there with them. Thumbs up to that. And suddenly HeartlessJaeger is pretty much forced to concede the entire eastern side. They could allow them then to both then focus at least briefly on VonManteuffel, maybe successfully push him back as well here. So this has a lot of potential here. A lot of potential. Stuck's barrage here going off, doesn't do too much. And we can see that's right to swing it back here at VonManteuffel. Might try and go for the Stukas of Fuss here. I hope to get the Panzerwaffe, I don't know. Is he going to drive into the base there? There's like a lot of potential nasty things here that FIre&Terror could do with the T-34 from 6, but I think at this point he realizes he should probably start pulling back towards his own lines before he gets like ambushed by a lot of Panzerschrecks and German Panzers. Very sensible choice here. In the end, rather than risk losing the tanks, as that could risk pretty much evaporating whatever gains they may have just made there otherwise. But really, that was a solid tank flank there by FIre&Terror. Solid. 2 thumbs up stuff there. Panzer pushing forwards here. And we got a target tank out here for HeartlessJaeger and the German army. T-Force opening up here for VonManteuffel Western forces. The propaganda being unleashed again here. But most of the infantry is basically sort of went right past it, so they can't actually be effective. We got another Panther for VonManteuffel. No attempt anything heavy here. Machine being hammered with mortar fire. Katyusha could maybe also join in soon here. And there we go. Machine gun destroyed. Small loss again for HeartlessJaeger. And he does have the Tiger tank now. After they're flanking it into the Guards Airborne. 10 killed, being grenaded in return. And there we go. Full wipe on HeartlessJaeger. Another wipe here on the German army. Losing the officer will certainly be a bit of a tough blow. Titan going for the T-34 from 6. Great shot with the 80mm gun field as they're firing at it. West side here though. Bit of clashing between FIre&Terror and VonManteuffel, from FIre&Terror being forced to pull back the T-34. Tiger tank there blasting away. Mark target on the Tiger tank. Got Balde loading on the field gun there. And there you go, Katyusha barrage here. Shotgun blast our barrage. Wiping out another one of HeartlessJaeger's infantry squads there. But he's replacing the officer for now, but he's done just 2 infantry squads, and that's definitely gonna be a bit risky there. 105 is 67. So to have closed the gap there, but the Germans are still ahead. 12 kills there. Virtually free on for Ausarthevile heavy mortar. No guardsmen left either at this point. He's also done due to a squads of infantry, to be honest. Another T-34 from 6 fires out. FIre&Terror with an H-85 medium tank destroyer. Panzerwaffe barrage being unleashed here. 27. Half H of H-3. Filling up with the Panther 4. Bounces a shot there. Lucky for VonManteuffel. Still the Soviets are getting some decent map control here, but the sheer amount of rocket artillery in the hands of the Germans is definitely making things a bit uncomfortable. Plus, again, the officer just synergized as well. Target tank laying a nice shot there, blowing apart the Dimitri. And there we go. H-5 tank shot for FIre&Terror and the Red Army. More engineers out there for Ausa. Katyusha there is all ready to fire again. Looks like here the HeartlessJaeger and VonManteuffel joining up forcefully in the west with the Panther Force and the Tiger tank. Conscripts routed here as the German Reich strikes here. The Großdeutschland goes on the warpath. Field guns about to get destroyed. Panther barrage off here from HeartlessJaeger, half H-53. Straight at the field gun crew and wipes it out entirely. Great barrage there. Katyusha can fire again. H-5 going for the Panther Force, decent shot there. Of course, he'll want to recruit that field gun soon. Sturmgeschütz again for HeartlessJaeger. Thumbs up. Building around a bit. T-34 to the Tiger tank here, backed up with the field gun. H-5 joining in as well there. The Tiger tank taking a lot of damage swiftly. Mark target. Outside there is going in for the kill, and he's going to ram it here. Bold here. Very bold. If this succeeds, great, but if it fails, this could end up being fairly costly for HeartlessJaeger. He clearly does not care about the potential failure he believes. In fact, we got a FIre&Terror moving in there now as well with his own T-Fed force. We got Panther Force rushing in. He's about to see a massive tank battle. There you go, though. Panther Force knocked out. But the T-Fed force are getting stuck in a pretty bad battle. H-5 there is not supporting. Oh, it is there, actually. But it's running into the Panzerich teams and gets knocked out. Tiger tank's main gun is out. Got the Panther 4 here. T-34 getting hammered with flak emplacements. Gets knocked out with his Duke. Saving the Tiger tank. And the Panzerwerfer. Wow, that was pretty rough there. Got an ace looks to 30 kills. That's like a really good looks there by VonManteuffel. T-54 shoots, misses. Got the Stug charging in here. Betty's on the T-54, but does go down in a storm of fire there. A hailstorm of death. More Katyusha fire here, hoping to rip through VonManteuffel's infantry. HeartlessJaeger still very short on it. But launches not hit nonetheless. He ace Panzergrenadier backed up with the officer. Leading the way. Field gun bombarding. Luke's holding up here in the west for VonManteuffel. Panzerwerfer ready. Sturmofficer with 38 kills. Back at base here. Troops reinforcing healing here for Ausar. Smoke deploying to grab the center. We got almost all victory points in the third command, but the Gem doing the best to keep them out of the Socialist hands. Pushed off the western victory point here. Target tank good to go again here. More rocket barrages there being unleashed against the Soviets. Also, they can go for another T-54. Of course, might attempt to go for the Initiative 5. We'll have to see. FIre&Terror's got another T-54 ready here. Pushing up the west side here with full force. 30 kills on those guards airborne. Stug target tanking up the center here. 3 kills on the Tiger. Engineers comes there meeting the wrath of the 88mm gun. Stug flanking in there. Go takes out Ausar. Stum. Katyusha there with Ausar's with HeartlessJaeger Stug there. He did not see that one coming because who does? Thumbs up to HeartlessJaeger. They might lose the Stug. If he doesn't, that's going to be extra painful with the search machine and their push back. Panzerwerfer almost knocked out, but again, enough fortune here to bail out HeartlessJaeger. Seems to got air strafing on here and there, but the field gun takes out their HeartlessJaeger Sturmgeschütz. Solid kill there. Eastern victim grabbed the Pioneer, forcing Ausar dispatch forces to prevent that from falling into German hands. We've got 91s to 324 here. The match is absolutely frenetic and frantic, but the Surds are hitting back hard at the Germans and punching significantly above. More strafing runs here from above. We got 91s to 314. Panzergrenadiers with the conscripts. 23, 25 kills. Film going at it here, hoping to snuff out the Panzergrenadier. In fact, almost got them. Close call there for HeartlessJaeger. Again, his Sturmpanzer's almost done now. West side, we got the Panther on the looks pushing forward here. Field and crew exterminated. 35 kills here. More infantry for Ausar. And another T-54 from 6 here for FIre&Terror. The Soviets are holding the front line, but it's coming at an incredible cost in lives. So that's obviously clearly not an issue for the Soviets. Panther looks something out in the west. We got the Sturmpanzer out there of HeartlessJaeger. Titan added here. Instrumenting forwards. Shots fired at the Tiger. HL lands a great shot there. Down to 2/3, half. In fact, 1/3 health total here. Almost got it. That is an intense amount of damage to the Tiger, taking a short amount of time here. But the field's being caught by Panzerwerfer barrages and other things. And there you go. One gun is down. The other's about to go down as well here. Looks with 42 kills, 43 kills. Western victory points falling back into the hands of the German Reich here in the center. Pioneer pushing forwards, filled and crewed now by FIre&Terror's men. Troops pushing forwards here, pushing back the Pioneers. They're dispatching them with all fervent haste here. As FIre&Terror's on opposite with the T-54s. Mines going off here. We try and go for a base raid here. Nope. The science here is not going to risk that. We got the Panther. We got in pursuit of the Kevin as well. The H5 gets a good shot there right for the Panther 4 side armor. Far west, we got Orbison and the Panzer and the Sturmovs there, attacking into FIre&Terror's left flank here. And there you go, forcing back a conscript with the guards airborne. Hold the line. There you go. Guards airborne, push back. The officer successfully 33 kills. Grenades going to be needed here before they get grenaded. Or they could get to try and call in the strafing run here, but oh, he's about to lose his conscript squad here. Great wipe there by VonManteuffel. T-Field force added here. Kedmev has been cleared out here by the armored fist of Stalin here. Panda 4 knocked out. Absolutely brutal fighting here. And there go the Panzerfusilier and the Obersoldaten. Keep ripping through here. The rear lines of the German assault. Or the Third Assault, not the German assault. Sturmpionier there pushed back. Absolutely crazy action here around the center. Another Panther for the VonManteuffel. Sturmpanzer being rolled out here by HeartlessJaeger. His Tiger Tank is good to go once more. Eventually too. HeartlessJaeger could still do with more infantry, but oh well. Another T-34 mix of FIre&Terror. Another one for Ausar as well there. Unsurprisingly, because they are really, really efficient medium tanks. Officer going for the eastern field point here. Tiger Tank rolling ahead here. Hey, Mortal with 20 kills, by the way. More 38 kills in the Panzerwerfer. Comes there mounting a brutal hit here from the Tiger Tank. Got conscript as the officer. There he goes using diversion. The one will get a bit closer with the officer to the conscripts. There's going to do better damage. There you go. Called in heavy mortar fire there to force them back here. HeartlessJaeger certainly shows no mercy. Keep going forwards here. Ooh, no, we don't have to say that while in the tank. We don't? No. Oh. Sturmpanzer almost knocked up with the field guns. Close call here. And of course the HeartlessJaeger. Actually two there. Panzer barracks unleashing all him on the field gun. Tiger Tank taking a few hits here. West side pushing up here. But we got here from VonManteuffel with the 44 kills. Looks here. T-Fed force rushing in there for the Red Army. Australia waiting on Kednav and the Panda 4 in the center. Outside there, finding his defense buckling under ceaseless Germanic pressure. And there goes the 5 films up on the Tiger Tank here. West side here, constantly being pushed back by the Lux. 46 kills, maybe even 47. Nope. 5 kills on the Panther 4 here. Sturmpionier being sniped here. Now the field gun there for FIre&Terror's got no infantry left, except the squad. These even lost his guards, airborne. That's quite a blow, this. They were quite able to deploy some serious DPS there with the triple DPs. H5 good shot there for the Panther 4's frontal armor there. Can we return the favor though? We got 80 versus 233 here. The Surds are slowly but steadily closing the gap between them and the Germans. And HeartlessJaeger, of course, bringing up another Sturmgeschütz. Back here, FIre&Terror's tanks are continuing to be in dire need of repairs with only one engineer squad. That's definitely quite the tall order there. Conscripts about to get murdered there. Looks flanked with H5, even marked it for death. Wow. Sturmofficer being caught by the conscripts will probably need to retreat them. And another Panzerwerfer barrage here from HeartlessJaeger. Right on the conscripts here this time though. Most of the rockets went a bit above the mark there. Conscripts on the west, let's try and push the western victory point again, but the Germans under VonManteuffel having none of it. Sturmgeschütz coming to assist the Tiger Tank, thumbs up. 21 kills on the Tiger. T-Fed force being repaired here. Another T-Fed 46 there for Ausar. Advancing the center of this Duke, and the Tiger Tank H5 gaining the H level, very potent. Aircraft shot at the skies. Taking hit here from the Tiger Tank, right through the H5's frontal armor. Germans claimed in the center there, going for the eastern point as well there. Might have been misclick, perhaps just went by reflex, I don't know. West side there, T-Fed forming up there. But kind of going head on, like no attempt for example to say flank around through, say, this small corridor behind. VonManteuffel, I mean, that could be a smart idea there, FIre&Terror, well. 80 versus 214. T-Fed rolling in here, other T-4, yeah, he's just going straight ahead here. No real attempt at finesse or flanking here by FIre&Terror. T-Fed for the easily knocked out then. And even got a Panzerstrike team of Panzerfusiliers now here for VonManteuffel. Wow, you do not see those very often. Despite technically a 5-man Panzerstrike team is kind of good. But anyways, T-Fed further knocked out. In the center, more rocket fire here. Men are dying in the droves. Tanks are exploding. The carnage, holy smokes, is hitting a fever pitch. And there you go. Ausar just lost 2 conscript squads in a matter of seconds. It's an absolute slaughterhouse now. T-34's H5C hitting hard on the west side here, but the rest of the map are falling into the hands of the Third Reich here. And they're just charging at this point. Titanium's flanking in there, blitzing 4 bouts, hitting the T-34s from 6 there, Panther 6 there, ripping into Socialist armor and steel. Stoops rushing in as well here. T-34 kaput. H5 landing great here on the Tiger tank there. T-5 was the Stook. Panther 6 there we go, knocking out the H5. T-34 from 6 knocked out, and with that I think the Soviets are pretty much down the water. They have no real infantry left, no tanks are there except for 1 tank. It is pretty much it. Game over. Game over. So there you go, GG, game over. Nasty back and forth fight here. Tactically, I think the Soviets times again could have been a bit more, you know, flanking around. They used this heavy mortar deploy smoke for their attacks. I think that would have benefited them there. Also, maybe some more guards airborne here for FIre&Terror. Something on more, just a mortar of his own. He could also help him there. We like a KV-8 maybe. There's definitely, again, some room there for some more maneuvering for the Soviets, because there's definitely some moments where, like, they really did a lot, which were, like, you know, when they went in half those T-34s, for example. So, not more of that, I think, was sort of something that hurt the Soviets a bit there. But otherwise, you know, I hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family. But don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Until tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.